All right, we're in Corona del Mar, which is a village located inside of Newport Beach. Now, I've shot a lot of stuff here over the past few years. I've shot a lot of my fitness videos here. I've shot a lot of other stuff that I've done right down there below in the caves. So over the years, I built my training business in this town. So I like to come down here in Inspirational Point. As you get here, the waves are crashing. All right, it gives me a chance to look out not only at the millions of dollars of real estate behind me, but also at the infinite amount of water out there. It gives me a sense of peace, of quiet, all right? Looking at all of this water, sometimes you get to see the water's glassy, all right, with low tide, or sometimes, man, the waves are real big and you see a lot of surfers out here. So this is one of the places that I come to get that real inspiration, that real beauty behind the nature of living on the West Coast. Man, it's a paradise among the paradise. And sometimes, man, it's hard for me to enjoy it because I'm so busy with work and promoting my businesses, but sometimes you gotta just enjoy it. So I'm here during the weekday, and let me tell you something, during the weekends, this place is packed, crawling with people that come from all over Southern California to be at these beaches. Some of the cleanest beaches that you can find here, some of the best quality water, but we're not here to talk about all of that. We're here to talk about the law of diminishing returns. Now, I'll talk about that in the context of relationships. Most likely, all right, you're gonna deal with this, but the law of diminishing returns comes from an economic term that means the longer you stay in something at some particular point, there's going to be a loss of value. And that loss of value or that loss of quality over time will add up. The same can be said for relationships, all right? Personal relationships, romantic relationships, marriages. Many times, especially when you're new in relationships, all right? You get with your new boo. A lot of times you will have a lot of good times, a lot of good feelings, okay? But when that happens, you often want to invest more time, okay? You're gonna spend more time with that person to get those good feelings. But what you don't realize is the quality of that time is going to diminish, and it's gonna diminish rapidly after those feelings disappear. So you're with somebody, you wanna invest more time in them because the feeling's good, but over time, the time is relative. It could be, 2 weeks, it could be 2 days, it could be 2 hours. Over time, the quality sharply diminishes. And you find yourself in tedious arguments. You find yourself in disagreements that create problems for you over the course of the relationship. And if that's the case, the good feelings start to diminish. The quality of that relationship starts to diminish. And over time, you think you're getting a good feeling, but you're getting more bad feelings than good feelings. You're managing false expectations. You're managing false hopes. And the longer the relationships go on, you're going to find that the good times are relatively small and the bad times are relatively long. This is why you see a lot of couples in arguments, in disagreements. They're in discomfort with some of the things that people do. They hate the way somebody chews. They hate the way somebody breathes. The longer a marriage goes on, you will find that this law of diminishing returns is gonna be very heavy in that marriage. Of course, when people hear me talk about these things, people think that I'm a hater, all right, that I hate a good love story. That's not the case, man. Look, I believe in good feelings in any relationship, and I believe that they're gonna last. But for you, quality of time is gonna be relatively important. I look at the quality of time that I spend with a person. If it's not gonna be mutually beneficial, if it's gonna be one-sided, if it's gonna be a person that has an attachment issue and not what you think, all right, you think it's love, but they have an attachment with you, over time, you're going to realize that they're benefiting from the time that you're spending, and they're taking away quality time away from you that you could be manifesting in other things. So these are the things that I want you to look at. We're gonna head down the Pacific Coast Highway. Some of my favorite restaurants are down here. They've been closed for quite a long bit because of the lockdown. So let's grab a bite to eat real quick. I'm gonna get one of my favorite burgers, the avocado bacon burger. All right, when I really want to indulge, this is where I hit up. One of the reasons I came here is because I wanted to set up my fitness business in an elite place that matched my credentials. And fortunately, I was able to do it. This place has good clientele that you can select from that match my experiences. Sure, I could be other places training people, but I wanted to train high-end clients that could afford my service and afford the service, the quality of service that I give back to my clients. I was going to put everything that I could, if my life depended on it, to make these clients satisfied with the work that I could get, and I could make a business that could generate 6 figures in a relatively short amount of time based on the quality of experience and service that I provided. So when you're thinking about your business, you got to think about your business in a long term and how much you can get and generate based on the quality service that you provide. If you're going to provide low quality service, then set up your business in an area where the quality of the clientele is going to be low quality. But I always tell you guys to make risk assessments and evaluate your business model based on the type of resources that you want to generate from that business. This is the avocado bacon burger. 2 strips of crispy bacon right here on a man-sized burger with the bun, of course some fries. Got to have the pickle with a little bit of a drink to salute, and I'm gonna fill my belly up. I'm thinking this situation is handled. Bottomed on the drink. Let's get some water, and we're gonna head to the next stop, my cigar shop. Got my belly full, about to pull up here to the cigar shop that I come to. You guys seen it featured on a couple of videos that I've done, but I come here with the guys and get a nice cigar, sit out on the patio, and have a little bit of fun.
What up, Greg? Coach Greg.
Back in the building.
In the house, baby.
Look at this beautiful place, man. How's everything going, brother?
Good, brother. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Look, man, we probably gonna go out across the street and smoke on the patio real quick.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's a good cigar, huh?
Yeah, that's what we working with today, brothers.
Drone, 1964 Principe, baby. Principe. That's the caviar of cigars right there.
Caviar of cigars.
That's the caviar of cigars.
That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna smoke that up for the next
Caviar
hour.
of cigars.
Light that up. Or she hit somebody to get a baby. So I'm with my brother right here, man. We're talking a little business. He's in the cigar business. Young entrepreneur mindset. 24 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
We're talking about the experience in Orange County. We're going to talk about this later because I'm going to bring you on my show.
I like that, man.
But we're going to talk about the Orange County experience and dating and all of that stuff, right?
It's a wild experience, brother.
It's a wild experience.
I mean, I see it every day. I'm around it, you know?
You're around it, and you're young in it, and you're experiencing some things that, you know, a lot of guys don't want to really admit to. But other than that, though, we're talking business too, right?
We're talking business, we're talking cigars, we're talking women, we're talking dating. Man, you name it. We're doing it all.
And this is what you can do. Good time, man. I'm about to wrap this up. I got a couple of coaching calls. But the Law of Diminishing Returns, I'm talking about it with my boy here. We're really trying to crack the code on quality time, okay? Making sure you make the best use of your quality time and making sure you're not giving that quality time away. In the end, it's cracking the code. Free agent lifestyle.